worthy. That you see me learning, growing, and doing my best. And that is enough.
This message presented by the WIAA and the Washington Secondary School Athletic Administrators Association.
The system is futile.
Boldly going where no show has gone before. This is The Week in Geek with David D. Squared, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. Heard live on News Talk 99.5 WRNO and the iHeartRadio app. Here's D. Squared.
Greetings, people of Earth! This is The Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, D Squared, along with
DJ
and
Scungy.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We still have 2 hours. They haven't kicked us off the air yet, so
Hey, that's a win.
woo!
Go team.
Way to
Go
go
team.
us. All right, Team Twig in the heezy. All right, so let me lay out the show tonight for you. We got two great guests. We have Nathan Kress, who, if that name doesn't ring a bell to you, maybe iCarly rings a bell to you.
Oh, yeah.
And he played Freddy in iCarly.
Some of the funniest moments of the show are from that character. So
and the goofy brother though too with what did he have, the ostrich or whatever.
Oh yeah, the ostrich. Yeah. Oh god.
So, but yeah, like I used to watch that show, like when you were a kid too. I'm just like, yeah, okay. So he's got a new thing just came out on Thanksgiving, a Chuck E. Cheese Christmas.
Huh.
Now, here's what's interesting, Scungy. Gray Delisle is also in that voice cast with him.
Really?
Yes.
You know, Gray Delisle, who will be in town next week at Cajun Con.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Tell the folks about that.
So we got next week. It's in Gonzales. I got to find out exactly where it is, but in Gonzales you're going to have Cajun Con, which is run by Scott Innes, who is the voice of Scooby Doo.
Oh wow.
So
locally
he
too?
basically decided I'm going to make my own con and get all my friends together and do this con. And she's going to be there. Where is it?
I've never been to Cajun Con. Have I been to Cajun Con?
No, this is brand new.
It's
brand new.
Oh, okay.
It's in Gonzales.
It's at the Lamar Dixon Expo
Lamar
Center.
Dixon Expo Center.
So yeah, you're going to have all kinds of guests. You're going to have a bunch of anime guests, a bunch of actors, old school actors. The guy who played Charlie in the original Willy Wonka and Veruca Salt and Mike TV are going to be there.
Oh my God.
Butch Patrick, who is Eddie Munster. Sam J. Jones, friend of the show.
Flash Gordon approaching.
You're also going to have the dude who plays Terrifier is going to be there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
A bunch of Star Wars actors, a ton of wrestlers, like Sergeant Slaughter is going to be there, and Jerry Lawler, and the last Von Erich that's alive. You're going to have them, and then it's just a whole bunch of different actors and actresses. And it just seems like he seems really cool, and they were giving away tickets left and right. They're like, "Hey, did you get a golden ticket?" I was talking to one of the vendors at what was it, the New Orleans Comic Con, that was at the Pontchartrain Center, that little convention.
Oh, yeah, it was like New Orleans Comic Con.
Yeah,
It was
I walked
generic.
up to a vendor, and I was talking to her like, "Hey, have you heard about this?" And I'm like, "Well, no, I haven't." And they start talking to me like, "Well, here. You now need to go. Here's a free pass." And I'm like, you just randomly giving free passes out to people. So I'm going to go by there on Friday to go check it out.
It's run by who again?
Scott Innes.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So which Dave at Fan Expo last year was actually the moderator of a panel with him.
So that'll give me the impression that it's kind of catering
Gray
towards the
DeLisi as
guests.
well.
It's catering towards the guests then, right? So it's like
it's
definitely going to be a convention that they know what they're doing.
There are a lot of guests. And like really obscure, like for me, Eddie Deason, who played the nerd in Grease. And he played like a nerd in all the 80s movies and everything.
Yeah. Even not Animal House, 1941?
1941 and Midnight Madness. He was in those. So, I mean, he's going to be there.
Wow, that's pretty cool. So some like niche, pretty, wow.
Kate... don't know if I can say her last name on air.
What?
Because she didn't know that her last name was a what was a naughty word.
I see.
Okay.
From Garfunkel and Oates. The small, she's been in Big Bang Theory and everything like that. She's been in
it's like, I know. Just say her damn name.
There's Makuchi or something.
Yeah, Makuchi. That's her name.
Yeah.
And she was not aware of that.
Yeah, she was not aware that was a joke.
Oh, how are you not aware of that?
She wasn't aware. She went on like Leno or something like that and said, I had no idea my last name was a dirty word.
What?
Yes, she did, I swear. But yeah, it looks like a really cool convention, and I mean, it looks like it's going to be. It doesn't cost. It's like $50 at the door.
I mean, that's not terrible for. Apparently, there's a lot of guests. I mean,
yeah, when I'm talking about
bad.
guests, I mean, if you go onto their website, CajunCon.com, you've got. Oh, I triple dog dare you from the kid who got his tongue stuck on
toy?
Christmas Story.
From the toy?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be the voice of Andy from Toy Story is going to be there. Tom Cook, who's been at every con. A bunch of the people from Avatar. Mindy Sterling. Frau from Austin
Frau
Powers.
Blucher?
No, from Austin Powers. The Scott! Send in the clones! And, oh my God, the Turtle Power Tour. It looks like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like
From which ones?
So like in the 90s, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with Pizza Hut did this tour of live action turtles doing music.
Oh God!
And it looks like they might have that.
They
there.
had these musical turtles.
Yes, they did. It was man.
The world was crazy.
You got some
before I was here,
Pokemon
dude.
people there. You got Power Rangers.
It was a wild time, dude. A wild time.
Somebody from Blazing Saddles, Burton Gilliam.
Is that Wide World of Sports? Or no, he's got to be dead by now, huh?
No, he was the other one. The one that goes, I want a song.
Countdown
a real
Ladies?
Yes.
Countdown Ladies? Yeah,
he's going to be there. And Michael Papajohn, who used to play at LSU. He was in. He was a guy who killed Uncle Ben in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Oh,
right.
I know exactly.
But he was
exactly
in
what
Longest
he is, yeah.
Yard. But also he's with LSU baseball, and he's actually really integral in getting a lot of people here for acting and whatnot.
What a weird connection.
I know.
All right, so now that we've probably driven away half the audience.
Well, but you had stuff you needed to do. I was stalling.
I needed you to stall. So also on tonight's show, and I think we'll do him the first hour as an apology, is none other than Agent Coulson. Coulson lives. Clark Gregg will join the show. He's got a new series out called The Artist, and it's streaming on the network. And the network is absolutely free. And it's got Mandy Patinkin in it. It's got Zachary Quinto, Hank Azaria, who's she's not a dame, but so.
Patti LuPone.
Yeah. And so, like, there's a whole bunch of, it's an amazing cast. I mean, like, top tier people. And so while I got to talk with Clark Gregg, it was amazing. He had just come from New York Comic Con. And did you hear what he had said at New York Comic Con?
No.
Oh, well, here, I'll let you find out right here.
Some people who talk about canon, go yourself.
Yeah.
Wow! Proud of what we did. We're really deeply proud of the connection we have with people like you who come visit and hang with us. So thank you for saying so. We're really proud of it.
That show was great. I don't care what they say. I don't care that it's not canon. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was a fantastic show.
And look, I heaped praise on him. And he goes, thank you. I do appreciate that, because, I mean, honestly, I straight up, I mean, Agent Coulson in the first Iron Man, when he said, the strategic homeland, he says S.H.I.E.L.D., he's like, at the end, he's like, just call it S.H.I.E.L.D. He was so straight-laced, so like dorky, but then when the metal hit the road, they're like, bam, he was like this cool, like down to earth sort of guy.
Yeah, exactly.
And it sort of like kind of grounded the whole movie a bit. So it wasn't just like him coming in as I am Iron Man. Now that was a great way to end the movie, which started all the end credit scenes. But fans really love him, and I didn't get to play this for him, but I'll play it for you guys because I just love this line. Here we go.
But when Clark first came out, somebody screamed, "Daddy."
That's so inappropriate. Please DM me.
That's all you need to know about Clark Gregg.
He's a man of the people.
He is.
He was awesome.
I mean, his death actually was the catalyst in Avengers, in the first Avengers movie. It was like, you wouldn't think it's like that small character.
Big motivational piece in that film.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, so look, we got to take a break. We're already almost at 15 minutes after. So when we come back, we'll do a little bit of top nerd news. We'll follow that up with Clark Gregg, and then next hour. What do we have next hour? I've got.
Well,
Crest,
there was a
Crest.
show.
Nathan
There was a
Crest.
show that came out that we want to talk
a
about.
tiny little show
It's a
that
little
came
show
out
that
on some
premiered,
holiday
that came out
that may
on
have crashed a
Thanksgiving.
streaming service or something.
Something that we want to talk about.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that this hour.
Well, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah. So it was really annoying, that show, because when I was trying to do some show notes earlier in the week, that's all I could find. I'm like, get out of my feed, man. All right, this is the Week in Geek with D Squared on News Talk 99.5 WRNO. Hey, Louisiana sports fans, heads up. Right now, lawmakers in Baton Rouge are running a trick play. They're trying to push through a tax hike that hits sports fans and local businesses. That's right, they want to make sports betting more expensive for you and your fellow sports fans. So time out. Tell your representatives no to a tax hike on Louisiana sports fans. Visit betonla.org. Paid for by the Sports Betting Alliance.
Gumbo Nation, you did it again. Thank you. 10 plus years on air, Mortgage Gumbo Dadcam has grown because of your trust in me as your local preferred lender with all your home loan needs. My recent recognition as a national top lender is awesome, but being your local lender is what matters to me and why I'm so thankful. I promise to continue to earn your trust in making your needs my priority. Visit MortgageGumbo.com.
Hey, Louisiana, how are you stopping litter?
In Terrebonne Parish, we put our trash in a bag and never out the car window.
In Bienville, we bag it, tie it, and put a lid on it.
We keep litter out of our lakes in Lafayette.
And in Calcasieu Parish, we keep our roads clean by clearing out our truck beds and securing our loads.
We need every person in every parish to stop littering and keep Louisiana beautiful.
For more litter prevention tips, visit letlouisianashine.org.
Sponsored by the Louisiana Lieutenant Governor's Office and Keep Louisiana Beautiful.
If you've been listening to Winning at Life for a while now, you probably already know that estate planning is more than just a will. You may need a trust. You definitely need both of your powers of attorney. So what's your plan? Hi, I'm Wes Blanchard, an estate planning attorney of offices in Metairie. Listen, don't leave your loved ones in a bind. Call me and we'll make you a plan or update your existing plan. Find me at wjblanchardlaw.com.
Find your iHeartRadio everywhere. There are hundreds of ways to experience iHeartRadio at home and on the go, beyond the iPhone and Android app and at iHeartRadio.com. Here's another way to connect to iHeartRadio. Apple CarPlay. Our iOS app comes alive in your car's dashboard with a seamless way to play your favorite music, radio stations, and podcasts. Developed with driver safety in mind, the Apple CarPlay interface was built for simple navigation and to limit driver distraction while making sure you can still access all your favorite content from iHeartRadio. No need to download another app, just plug or pair your iPhone with your dash, and if CarPlay is available in your vehicle, iHeartRadio will sync automatically. iHeartRadio, everywhere you want to listen, including in your car through Apple CarPlay. Check it out for free now. iHeartRadio, anywhere you want to listen, iHeartRadio is there.
Hello, this is Ethan Peck, Mr. Spock in Star Trek Discovery, and this is The Week in Geek.
Welcome back into The Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news and constant social media technical difficulties.
Yes.
But we are streaming live right now on the Week in Geek Facebook page.
Yes,
the Week
we got
in
up
Geek radio show. We're also streaming live where, DJ?
We are streaming live on our Twitch channel, Twig_radio. Remember that underscore?
Yes.
And then on our YouTube as well, at Twig Radio.
That is correct. And Scungy, what? You wanted to add something?
Yeah, I'm going to add something. Dave,
I'm afraid
you were.
I don't want you to. Now
You were.
This tone.
I know.
You
right?
were. You were right.
Oh God! What?
You were right.
According to this is the best day ever.
You were right.
Christmas came early. What?
K-pop Demon Hunters was actually cool.
I told you. I told you it was a good movie.
I watched it with hate and spite the entire time going, I hate that this is good. I hate that this is good.
I watched it completely going like, man, let me just see what's going on. And I'm just like tapping my toe and nodding my head. I'm like, oh, yeah. And it wasn't over the top annoying anime. You know, like they had these funny parts that you expect from anime with like the eyes disappearing, but just teardrops flying out. You know, that kind of. Like, I don't like that sort of anime, but it's sort of funny in small doses, you know? So, because the rest of the movie is not like that. But yeah, the music, man, that's another lightning in a bottle that they will never catch again.
And the reason why is I was watching a Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade, and Ken Jeong was on there, and they had the girls, the singing voices, actually perform one of the songs, and I'm like, it's in Macy's?
Dean
I gotta try it.
Dean saw it, actually.
I'm like, I gotta try it.
Making the DeCorbier stuffing, and it was on.
Well, I'll give you this.
Carl says, say it louder.
See, I'll give you this, Gunja. I will still reaffirm you. I still haven't watched it, and I still kind of have that, I don't know, distaste towards it just because of the nature of it. So
I did,
we
too.
We still have that in the show, don't worry.
And then I'm telling you that if the sequel came out tomorrow, I would be the first one watching it.
Wow. Okay, so this is kind of game changing for me.
I know.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll like it, DJ, but because I don't think you actually sort of like that sort of music.
Yeah, I don't think it's just up my alley. Just
it is it's
and
very
vibe-wise.
musical. It does seem very much like if you watched Has Been Hotel. It's very much along that line.
See, and I think that's kind of the line where I'm at.
So there you go. Like, Merry Christmas. That's an early Christmas present for you. You were right.
I love it. Hey, Brian Anderson just chimed in. Hey, guys, I need to come for a visit. Yes, you do, Brian. Yes, you do. Sorry, I don't return your phone calls. I don't return anyone's phone calls.
No, he doesn't return my phone calls, and I work for the man.
I'm his son.
I don't call anyone. I just hate everybody equally. I'm a equal opportunity hater.
Oh, hi, Aunt Debbie.
Oh my God! All right, so we got 9 minutes. You know what? Screw it. Let's just do it. And now, your top nerd news stories from around the world, brought to you by the Viridian Tea Company. Find them on Etsy. And now, your top nerd news stories. All right. What's topping us off, DJ?
So we're going to go with big box office numbers coming in with another little movie called Zootopia 2.
I love the first one. I can't wait to see the second one.
I think everybody did. Everybody loved the first one.
And everyone suddenly got a bunny fetish. Who knew?
Well, apparently that was intentional, according to some behind-the-scenes interviews.
That was intentional? Hey, man.
I don't want to get into it, but anyways.
Don't knock the bunny till you try it.
Anyways, it was Zootopia 1 was successful enough to create a sequel, which apparently everybody saw because it is now the 4th highest grossing movie, I think, like box office opening.
For Disney, period, right?
No, anybody ever.
What?
Yeah, I think so.
Like
I think
556 million, I think is what I saw.
It's the 4th highest global box office opening of all time, behind only Avengers Endgame, Avengers Infinity War, and Spider-Man No Way Home. So Disney owns all of the top 4 spots.
Holy crap. And a sequel, no less.
Yes. Yeah, quite a few sequels. Yeah, no, all of them are sequels. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I guess so. But you can't count the Marvel movies because, I mean, everything after Iron Man is really considered a
hype
sequel.
Trains, yeah. But for Zootopia 2, I mean, it's kind of crazy to see just some random animal movie is going off. You know, what a weird concept.
To be fair, that first movie was just so, it was different than everything. It was so well done. I mean, the comedy was great. The acting was great.
I remember being kind of just like, this is going to be dumb because I think we played the trailer. I remember bitching about it on the air because it was just like, here is the Arctic tundra land. Yeah. Here is the like the whatever. Like I'm like, that's just dumb. I'm like really, how the hell would you build a city like that? And just like, but then I watched it. It didn't matter.
And what turns it around is the little intro puns at the beginning of a scene become like the main like punchline by the end. And I think that they kept that same theme in Zootopia too.
And the
Flash.
He was great.
Yeah, I think they have some of the same kind of animal puns in the new one as well.
And it's just so great too, because like he's driving a Corvette, and then he's like, "Hey, Flash, can we get a ride?" No. Real problem.
And the fact that they made the sloths work in the DMV was probably the best joke of all time.
It is just well played.
And that's the type of stuff that makes you want to go see the second one because they're just going to have more of the same type of puns for you. More of the same humor.
Spoiler alert. I mean, that it's an angry little lamb. That is, like the bad. Yeah. The big bad is a lamb. It's just like it was just great.
It was. There were so many like little in jokes in that entire film that was just so much fun.
So yeah, I mean, look, it's a sequel, but apparently, I mean, I'm happy because it's something new. I mean, newish. I mean, it's a new IP.
There we go, Jinx. But let me find the exact number for how good it's doing. I think it's 556 million globally.
Jeez,
and I think it's 4 something domestic, so it's doing good in America.
And it didn't cost nearly that much to make.
They did have
probably the most was paying the actors.
You haven't say who are the actors again?
So you got Jason Bateman.
Yeah, Jason Bateman's the big one.
I love Jason Bateman.
You got
and he works on the cheap.
You got oh my god, I can't remember
Shakira.
Shakira's in it.
Apparently Macaulay Culkin's in the new one, and Ki Hoi Kwan is in the new one as well.
Yes, really? he plays the snake in it. You've also got the girl who was in Jennifer Goodwin. She was Snow White in Once Upon a Time. She plays Judy Hopps.
Idris Elba's Chief Bogo. I forgot about that.
Idris Elba was in it.
Star-studded.
And it's been so long since I'd seen it, But I mean, that was a
Patrick
movie
Warburton's in it.
That one and Sing. I loved Sing.
Sing, I don't care. I will fight somebody about Sing. I will fight. And then everything about that anime, that the first one and the second one, I don't care. I will watch it every single time it comes on, and even the little thriller one that they did, that little like 15-minute clip one.
Well, if you're watching along at home on the Facebook page, Brian just said it's something they can milk until it's dead. Now, while I agree with that, I don't fully agree because I mean, the thing is, they're giving you something you want. Clearly, there was a demand, and people went out to go see this because we've gotten so many other sequels that didn't deserve sequels, and then IPs that nobody ever friggin' asked for, reboots of stuff that nobody even asked for.
I think
people are going to vote with their wallets.
Yeah, and this is one of the better decisions from Disney that they made a sequel on this and are focusing so much on this specific IP.
And I did not have this on my bingo card. If you'd have told me like one of the number one movies of the year would be Zootopia 2, I'd be like
four-time
Zootopia 2 did better than Superman.
Yeah.
Number 4 all time?
Jeez.
No.
So, I mean, but there you go. All right, what else? We have some box office news or something that was tangentially related to the box office, I thought. The Google AI has erased Avengers stuff?
I want to talk about that more. I'll dip into it, though. Basically, you may have seen a lot of leaks for your upcoming shows or movies or games with like new Fortnite seasons, Avengers Doomsday, etc.
Yes.
You may have seen some leaks being like, oh, they're all in set together with all their costumes. Yeah, it's fake. Yeah, it's fake. And
it really looked fake too because some of them
unless you
look
really
legit.
Dissect it and that's not where that green screen would be or that light makes no sense in the background. Some stuff like that, like for me, I'm a film major. I noticed that. I'm like, okay, that's weird. That makes it AI. But there's no more like artifacting of like the hands or face or anything like that anymore.
One of the things that was just weird to me is that they're all sitting in like their relaxation chairs when they're off camera chairs. And they're all in costume, and they're all just kind of like huddled around, just like it didn't look right because like why the hell would they do that? If they would not take that picture as a. Whenever they want to put out those photoshops, usually it's like a Esquire magazine or what's the other?
An ensemble like Vogue or whatnot,
right.
like Entertainment Weekly or whatever.
Oh, and it might just be a couple of headshots, and it's like we got new looks at their new costumes. It's like, ooh, wow, yay!
But these are supposed leaks that are AI generated, and it's and the same thing for Fortnite. I saw a picture where it was trying to be the new Fortnite season, and people dissected the background, being like, that is not correct, like at all.
So you're telling me you can't trust everything that's put on the internet?
I'm saying you got to be even more scrutinous about it now because you can't just look at the hands and be like AI. Now you got to go look in the backgrounds and see if like just the picture itself doesn't make sense.
Some of these videos, like the Pixar videos, AI videos that they've been doing of the fake Pixar movies, you can't tell the difference. You think that's an actual animated movie that could be coming out.
I was saying this a couple months ago how I thought it was scary. Now it's real. Now it's like I genuinely cannot tell, and I was one of the first people being like, that's AI. You know, I feel like my generation specifically was able to spot it, and now they can't. That's scary. That's really scary.
Well, you know, hey, look, I mean, things are going to get better and just harder. So now you just got to be more, I guess, more aware.
I guess they're just going to get lazy because you don't even need to make the movie. You could just sit there and just put it all in AI and just have it churn out.
Oh, please no.
Yeah, I mean, look, remember we played a couple of AI songs, and like one of the number one songs was an AI song, and they're all confused about what to do with it because nobody's supposed to get the money.
Yeah.
And so everybody's like, well, what can we do? So it's gonna end up in court, and then we're gonna have to figure stuff out from there.
Oh boy.
All right, when we come back, y'all want to do Clark Gregg next?
Yeah,
sure. Clark Gregg. All right. So we are gonna do Clark Gregg, Agent Coulson, and in typical DeCorbier fashion, I try to hit him with some stuff. And it blew up right in my face, though.
Of course it does.
Because what am I best at? What am I really good at remembering? Names?
Nothing.
Not your job.
But I'm awful at remembering names. And dude, it sounds almost racist because I confused Ice-T and Ice Cube.
Oh boy.
I know, right? And I've interviewed both of them.
Yes, you
I'm in
have.
the room with both of them. Like son of a biscuit. So you'll hear that coming up next with Clark Gregg right here on The Week in Geek with D Squared on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
News Talk 99.5 WRNO comes from the Mortgage Gumbo Studios.
Your locally trusted home loan lender, MortgageGumbo.com.
Serving the Louisiana hobby and games community for over 12 years, Gopher Games has prided itself on offering the very best in personalized customer service, unique experience-based events, and premium amenities for our Gopher Academy members, such as after-hours private gaming space, full immersion RPG room, rotating board game library, and coming soon a video game arcade. So join the Gopher community at 4953 West Napoleon Avenue. For more info, go to gophergamesnola.com or the Gopher Discord. Gopher Games, where you got game.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Get ready to unleash your potential at CrossFit Grigri. Are you tired of ordinary gyms? Say hello to extraordinary results. At CrossFit Grigri, we're not just a gym, we're a family. Join our community of passionate individuals who seek to better themselves, help those around them, and find enjoyment in doing both. Experience personalized training, expert coaching, and a supportive environment that fuels your fitness journey. Learn more at CrossFitGrigri.com or follow us on Instagram and like us on Facebook. CrossFit Grigri, where the potions in the programming and the magic's in the community.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
iHeart is America's #1 podcast network. Open the free iHeart app and explore podcasts like this.
Just before midnight on Saturday, February 19th, 2005, Danielle Imbo and her friend Richard Petrone left a crowded Philadelphia bar. The two 30-somethings planned to walk to Richard's truck and drive home, but they never made it.
It does not make sense. It's like they literally vanished.
The two were never seen again.
Not just them, but a truck disappeared into the ether.
Was it an accident, or were they murdered?
No one had a motive to kill them.
Those same questions frustrated law enforcement. The FBI called it murder for hire.
Who killed these two individuals and how did they get rid of them?
Both of them weren't the target. One of them was the target. The other one was wrong place, wrong time.
But which victim was the intended target and why?
It was definitely murder for hire for Danielle, not for Richard.
You're right, it could be. But it also could be something your son did too.
No one was looking to kill Richard. No one.
He's your son, and in your eyes, he's innocent. But in my eyes, he's just some guy my sister was with.
Fingers were pointed, Allegations were made and lines were drawn.
That drove the wedge between the families.
What happened to Danielle and Richard?
I think that whatever happened to my dad and Danielle was planned and orchestrated and thought out.
I'm Andrea Gunning. In this series, I dig into my own investigation to find answers for the families and get justice for Richard and Danielle.
I just want some peace for my sister, Soul, and I want some peace for my mother.
Listen on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and listen now.
Hey, this is Jason Douglas. Actually, this is Beerus the Destroyer, and you're listening to The Weekend Geek on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
Welcome back in to The Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, D Squared. Let's go to the guest line. A new show streaming on network, The Artist, and to talk about the star-studded cast with Inigo Montoya, Spock, and Chief Wiggum, The Artist. Clark Gregg joins us. Clark, how you doing, buddy?
I'm pretty good. That was an incredible introduction.
I try, man. So look, I'm kind of stoked about this studded cast, dude. I mean, like Mandy Patinkin, Zachary Quinto, Janet McTee. I mean, talk about The Artist, man.
It's a new thing. Instead of the normal 15 or 20 streamers that are big corporations, this is an independent streamer. They started it not too long ago. This guy, Aaron Rappaport, and he made a cool period piece about the murder of the century in the early 1900s with a cast you just named, and Patti LuPone and Danny Houston, just an incredible bunch of people who wanted to work on this. And now it's something that people can download for free on their Apple TV or their Roku or whatever. And 3 of them drop on Thanksgiving, and the following 3 drop on Christmas Day. And it's really worth it.
That is awesome. Yeah, I mean, the streaming landscape is just studded with those money speed bumps, because I've got like 4 and I'm just tired. I'm tired of paying. And I was looking at network. I mean, yeah, it's free to sign up, and yet they got a lot of cool stuff on there. But the artist, the guy who wrote it, you guys used to work on Broadway together, or off Broadway?
No, I had not met Aaron before.
Okay,
he might have also worked off Broadway on Broadway. I don't, it all happened so fast. I don't quite know where Aaron came from. I just met him and loved him and saw this script and the cast he was getting together, and I jumped in with him, and now I just kind of want to do everything with him.
That is awesome. So talk a little bit about the show. I mean, it's got like Degas in it, so like it's kind of like a historical period piece. Tell a little bit about the plot.
Well, there's a couple of plots. There's one that takes place with Mandy Patinkin's character, a very rich guy who lives out in the country to get away from all the madness of the city with his wife, Janet McTeer, and they're going a little quietly crazy out there. And yet it's a moment when America is exploding in the beginning of the century, just growth and money and starvation all happening at once. It sounds familiar. And there's all these characters that were really moving around, the Degas and Thomas Edison, trying to raise money for his new invention, movies.
What?
Yeah, and it's all true. And then my storyline is the murder of the century. This guy Harry Thaw, who was the kind of bad news kid of some super rich Pittsburghians, comes to the city and he gets himself out of trouble. So he just keeps getting in darker and darker trouble until pretty soon, in a fit of jealousy, he has shot one of the most famous men in New York, Stanford White, the architect of then Madison Square Garden and a lot of the best buildings in New York.
Well, shame on you, Clark. That's horrible. Why would you do that, sir?
I know. It happens.
So, look, all right, so this is going to be coming out on Thanksgiving and on Christmas. Now, I would be remiss to not talk about Coulson Lives, dude. Look, and I got to say, I love you so much just for this.
Some people who talk about canon, go yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, not everything lives on the internet, Clark. But dude, like your role in the MCU, and look, I'm gonna fanboy out on you for a second though, because I don't think you get enough credit for really kicking off the MCU. You're just regular grounded Agent Coulson was just so it was the juxtaposition of him with all these guys in suits of armor flying around. Everybody's got superpowers and you got a suit, but you went through there, and then 7 seasons of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I mean, really, yeah, you really helped make that, because if Iron Man would have flopped, there'd be no MCU, bud.
That's a very generous interpretation, but I also really like it. Thank you.
So, what else you got going on now? I mean, you know, there's been rumors floating around about maybe Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. making a comeback or anything like that, or with a Secret Invasion or a reboot with Phase 7. Anything, you can maybe tease or talk about?
This feels like a good time to reveal that I don't know anything. I do, the clip you played, I might have been a little bit goofing around at a convention recently, and there were people kind of debating whether, did Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. really happen? Was it just wasn't part of it stopped crossing over too much with the general MCU. There were people who said wasn't part of it, and I was just kind of making fun of all that, because a lot of people, especially a lot of people who were at that particular convention, clearly really loved and cared about the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show and spent 7 years watching it, and I really kind of wanted to stand up for them and not have that delegitimized.
That is awesome. Clark Gregg is our guest. The Artist, which is streaming on the networks, comes out on Thanksgiving Day. So grab the family, and then you can watch the second half on Christmas. Good night and good luck. So look, man, I mean, like highest grossing Broadway play, and you're up there with your boy. I mean, talk about good night, good luck, man.
I moved back to New York from LA a couple of years ago because I wanted to try to do theater again, and I couldn't have gotten luckier. I ended up being in this amazing production of Good Night and Good Luck, which George Clooney had directed a movie of, I think, 15 years earlier.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
About corporate news reporters in a very different moment, in the moment of McCarthyism, dealing with some very similar things in terms of the corporate and the owners of CBS wanting them to tamp down their critical coverage of a guy who they felt was violating the Constitution. And it couldn't have hit a better moment. It was an incredible thing to be part of. We had, everybody from President Obama to all the coolest actors in the world coming in to see it. And it was just really, I felt really lucky to be there.
Didn't even Bill Burr pop up over there, man?
Well, Bill Burr was doing Glengarry Glen Ross by my friend and mentor David Mamet, his play 2 blocks away, and he did come on one of his days off.
That is awesome. Clark, all right, so we got about a minute left or so. But look, you also did one of the worst movies ever, War of the Worlds, with Ice-T during the lockdown. And I hate to bring this up. I might as well just give you a paper cut and pour salt in it. But you didn't get to meet Ice-T, huh? So now I feel like a jerk. Sorry, Clark.
Well, first of all, if you're gonna play hardball, it wasn't Ice-T. It was Ice Cube.
Ice Cube, son of a biscuit.
Different ice. But I didn't get to meet him, because we made this movie in the height of COVID, and it was a version of War of the Worlds. It all takes place on screens, and so we were never in the same room. And I thought it had gone away. So I didn't get to go to a premiere and kind of fanboy on Ice Cube, who I adore, especially for creating the big 3. And then lo and behold, 4 or 5 years later, it comes out, and people enjoy nothing more than sending me my movie that's a 3 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, and so what's funny is I've interviewed Ice Cube and Ice-T, and I called a couple of big 3 games when they came into New Orleans, and so now I just need Vanilla Ice, and I have the ice triplets, and then I'll be good, man.
Oh wow, yeah, you got to make that happen.
All right, Clark, I got to let you go. Thank you so much for your time. Check out The Artist on the network coming out Thanksgiving. Clark, thank you so much for your time, buddy.
Thank you.
There you go. That is Clark Gregg.
You messed up. You not only made that man feel bad about himself, but you did the wrong name.
But the best part was, it worked out because he goes, "Oh, you want to play hardball, huh?"
Yeah,
well, it was actually Ice Cube.
Yeah, made him feel better about himself. Yeah, there you go. Intentional, totally intentional.
Dude, he is so quick-witted. I mean, I had so many genuine laughs, like when I was interviewing the guy. I'm just like this guy is funny. And there's the same thing, like the clip that I played where he's like, go bleep yourself. It's just awesome. And so I wish him so much success. Because, I mean, like, he's I don't want to say he's not main man material, but I mean, he is always main man adjacent. I mean, like, he always is in these big productions, and the whole, the Good Night, Good Luck stuff on Broadway with George Clooney. Dude, it is the most money ever made on a Broadway show, like $9 million in the first week.
Wow. I mean, it was a great movie when the movie came out. And this dude seriously has some unbelievable acting chops. I mean, a lot of people unfortunately just know him for as Agent Coulson and everything like that. But this dude has done I've seen him do Shakespeare. I've seen him do he can act.
Yeah. So and look, it's called The Artist. It's on the network, and the network is free. And there's a couple other shows I was checking out. And look, look, it's like streaming is so friggin' expensive.
It's good to have like a free one like that in Tubi.
And Tubi, yeah, like Tubi's just got awful movies, which is great. Like some, but they also got some awful great ones though too. So it's free, so it's awesome.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, if it's free,
Makes
it's
anything
for me.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, like that Ranger Space thing that Robert Picardo was in.
Oh my God!
That you forced me to watch. I hate you still to this
that
day.
Is still to this day is like some of the worst crap. And there's a cult that worships these movies. I'm like, you people are sick. All right, this is the Week in Geek with D Squared on News Talk 99.5 WRNO. Hey, Louisiana sports fans, heads up. Right now, lawmakers in Baton Rouge are running a trick play. They're trying to push through a tax hike that hits sports fans and local businesses. That's right, they want to make sports betting more expensive for you and your fellow sports fans. So time out. Tell your representatives no to a tax hike on Louisiana sports fans. Visit betonla.org. Paid for by the Sports Betting Alliance.
Gumbo Nation, you did it again. Thank you. 10 plus years on air, Mortgage Gumbo Dadcam has grown because of your trust in me as your local preferred lender with all your home loan needs. My recent recognition as a national top lender is awesome, but being your local lender is what matters to me and why I'm so thankful. I promise to continue to earn your trust in making your needs my priority. Visit MortgageGumbo.com.
Hey, Louisiana, how are you stopping litter? In Terrebonne Parish, we put our trash in a bag and never out the car window.
In Bienville, we bag it, tie it, and put a lid on it.
We keep litter out of our lakes in Lafayette.
And in Calcasieu Parish, we keep our roads clean by clearing out our truck beds and securing our loads.
We need every person in every parish to stop littering and keep Louisiana beautiful.
For more litter prevention tips, visit letlouisianashine.org.
Sponsored by the Louisiana Lieutenant Governor's Office and Keep Louisiana Beautiful.
If you've been listening to Winning at Life for a while now, you probably already know that estate planning is more than just a will. You may need a trust. You definitely need both of your powers of attorney. So what's your plan? Hi, I'm Wes Blanchard, an estate planning attorney at offices in Metairie. Listen, don't leave your loved ones in a bind. Call me, and we'll make you a plan or update your existing plan. Find me at wjblanchardlaw.com.
Make WRNO your #1 preset on our free iHeartRadio app, powered by Dudley DeBosier, official injury lawyers of the New Orleans Saints. Call 444-4444.
That's 444-4444.
Non-attorney spokesperson Chad Dudley, New Orleans.
Yeah, this is Sam J. Jones Flash Gordon, and you are listening to The Week in Geek. You better be listening. I will hunt you down, and I will find you.
Welcome back in to The Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, D Squared, along with
DJ
and
Scungy.
All right, as we jump back into our topics for tonight, streaming is something like we were just talking about it during the break because we had Clark Gregg on the network called the Network streaming site. His new show, The Artist, is a streaming show. Now, I don't know how this series ends because it just came out on Thanksgiving. I don't know if it leaves a cliffhanger or if it's just a limited series, because we've seen a lot of those lately. Like it's a limited series, which means it usually ends.
It's got
and
closure.
It's got closure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we had a couple of things in the show notes. One of which was a Far Cry TV series, right? And then the other one's Assassin's Creed on Netflix. Looks like they are. They already got a cast.
Yeah, they're starting to do casting and also locations. So
in Italy.
In Italy,
because it is following Ezio.
Or could be. I'm not sure if it's confirmed. Just is it?
I hope it's Ezio.
I'm not sure if it's
heard
confirmed.
That it was Ezio.
But
if they were smart, they would do it.
If they were smart, yeah. But Ubisoft and
yes.
So and that brought up during last week. I watched this amazing series. There's only like 6 episodes in it. They're about 45 minutes to an hour, give or take, and it's called Last Samurai Standing.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Oh my God, is it awesome! It is so friggin' awesome. It is everything that Shogun, should have done. Like
on the action side.
Oh my
Okay.
God, the action side. I'll say,
on the
right?
action side.
So,
there we go.
Oh my God! So like, you've got a samurai with PTSD. He basically he's leading his samurai army, and then the I guess the rebels or whoever was taking over Japan at the time and ousting all the samurai lords they had cannons and guns, and they win the battlefield, but then all of a sudden the army opens up with their cannons and rifles, slaughters his army, and he's just like Saving Private Ryan sort of stuff, where it's like you hear the humming in the back of the ground, like, oh. And so fast forward. He's got a wife and kids, and apparently this is the time in Japanese history where they had not bubonic plague, the yellow fever thing.
Okay.
I can't remember what it was called, but everybody was dying and getting sick of it. And so his family, his little daughter dies, and so they need money because they can't afford to buy food, et cetera, et cetera. And all of a sudden, there's this big samurai event where if you have martial skills, come to Kyoto, and you could win like 100,000 yen or something, like whatever it was. And so it goes from there, and it just opens up like a battle royale. They put 200 samurais, all with swords and bows and
okay. I like this premise. I like the way you're pitching it good.
And so basically to get into the next zone, you have to have at least one other tag besides the wooden tag you have, which means you got to kill one person. And so then the next zone you need like 3, and then the next zone you need like 30, and so then you get to get to the final one. And so the thing is, it is great because you got all these little sort of competing storylines, and they're flashing to people on the screen, and they spend enough time that you get emotionally invested with each of the characters. And sort of like Squid Games, where there's these rich people betting on which samurais are going to make it to the checkpoint.
That's kind of the comparison I was going to make. So it's like Squid Games, but awesome.
Yes. And so here's the thing, though. This glorious masterwork ends with the final episode with a samurai fight that I paused it and just was like, holy crap. Probably the best samurai fight I've ever seen. It took place in the middle of like a fireworks thing where they were doing like celebrating fireworks, and they're hitting their swords so hard they start sending sparks, and they get
the
hot.
sparks going.
And then, oh my God, they are fighting in the middle of a guy freaking he's just boom, boom, there's a fire,
loud noises, pretty colors, all the things.
It was so awesome, and that was the final episode. I'm just like, that was awesome. Then the end. And then it's just, but see, the thing is, they show all the survivors. It's like, okay, because like they're only at the 3rd stop, and there's like 6 stops. And so they need to kill more people. And it's just like, boom, boom. And then there's these backstories going on, and it ends with them showing each main character's face, and they're all marching their way to Kyoto. They're going to go overthrow the emperor or whatever the hell. I don't even know. But it's not renewed. And we have no idea if it's going to ever be renewed, but it's like the #1 Netflix show again right now.
So it's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
Okay.
But the problem is, even the director was like, I would like to do a second. And he goes, and I thought we kind of wrapped it up. I'm like, no, you didn't. The biggest friggin' cliffhanger I've seen since Space Above and Beyond. Remember that show?
Good Lord.
So I am just so here's the thing. We were talking about all these streaming shows and like these dead weight shows that just are like decomposing in the bowels of Netflix, of all these one and done series that either it doesn't matter, they might not have gotten a lot of love or just that like the storytelling. I don't know. But there's so many that don't get any closure.
Yeah.
And it's so infuriating because you've got all this dead weight on Netflix, and it's just like nobody's going to go watch this crap because there's no closure.
Well, Netflix has always been like that, I think.
That happened to me. That actually happened to me on Disney Plus because it happens with a lot of Hulu shows as well.
Okay.
So I was sitting there and I was sick and I saw a clip for this show called Extraordinary.
Okay.
And it's a show about where everybody in the world at like when they make the 18, they get a superpower, some kind of superpower.
okay.
Everybody has a superpower. It's a British show and it's hysterically inappropriate.
Okay.
I mean, fall down laughing. All right. Think of like The Boys, but just normal people, not superheroes.
Right.
So I'm sitting there watching, I'm invested in this show. I'm enjoying it and everything. And I'm like, oh, God, it was great. And it was only like 6 episodes a season. There were 2 seasons. And I'm like, okay. And it ends with a cliffhanger and no 3rd season. And I'm like, I would have known that, I wouldn't have started watching the show.
I mean,
They should maybe have a disclaimer.
Well,
not finished.
No, I honestly, I think Netflix, before they put any shows in any streaming service, look, just give us closure on whatever it is. If you're a good storyteller, you can pick it up from somewhere, and not leave it as to like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, you know, I was so mad reading this article from the director because, like, you know, he's just like, well, I thought, you know, I wrapped up a lot of the storylines. I'm like, you didn't wrap up spit, dude.
Yeah. At the very least, I thought of you when I thought of this, but at least like write a book about the end. Just write it.
Yeah.
Just go write it. That doesn't take a production
show us
crew.
how
That doesn't take a Netflix team. That takes one person and a publisher. Does it not?
A lot of shows
it does.
do.
Yeah.
A lot of
That's it.
shows do comic books, and that's good. Like
I like
Buffy's
that.
continued
Yes.
off of comics and stuff like
That's
that.
a
They
good
have
take.
a lot of them that it's like this is how the story's going to end because we couldn't get it to end the way that we wanted to because we were canceled.
Yeah.
So
And then look, if they do decide to finish it like actually on the show, you can just either make that like legend or non-canon, or just have whoever wants their head
my
canon to
God.
be. Either
Hold
way.
on. I think we just came up with a fan-freaking-tastic idea. Let's go find all these old shows, and we need to make a marketplace for our local artists and our comic book artists and writers that's like, oh yeah, you know what? Your show didn't make it. You want to let people know how it really ended?
Firefly, which actually has continued on in the comics.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of them have. Yeah, I mean, but like some of the major ones. But I mean, yeah, it's like, I mean, like if I don't get any closure on this, I'm gonna be pissed, man.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you never know with Netflix because the numbers are so high because it's from Japan. So and dude, like the sets, the visuals are amazing, and DJ. So Kurosawa films, when they, do you know the story about how they first did all like the blood packs and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Like they didn't know how to make them just a little bit of ooze, and so it was like,
yeah.
The final episode.
Oh,
like,
no, please
they're,
tell
they're, they're sitting there and they're like you know, like about to like slice each other. They're like, and boom, he does this little thing, and all of a sudden, it's just gushing out. I'm like, Kurosawa!
Kurosawa mentioned, yeah.
Oh, it's freaking amazing.
Which Kurosawa is streaming on Max, by the way.
Some of
if
them
anybody's-
are. Yeah.
Yes.
I
Unfortunately,
put 'em in
Rand is
my-
not, which Rand is probably one of his best.
What is it? Hidden Temple? Whatever they stole
Hidden
Star
Fortress.
Wars. Hidden Fortress. They
Hidden
stole
Fortress
Star
is
Wars
what was
from.
Star Wars.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jimbo was
we gotta take
Fistful
a
of
break.
Dollars.
Oh yeah,
Oh, wow.
we gotta take a break. I forgot we don't end at 59:50.
If your
now. We end at
series did not
58:50.
finish, hit us up. That's
Yeah,
all we
hit
gotta
us
say.
up, man.
Hit us
We
up.
will
That's
make
what
it
we
happen.
do.
We will get the local artists. Get Tim Lottie on the phone. Get Ted.
Or what we could do is we could do like theater of the mind. We'll have like Foley artists.
Oh
yeah.
A new segment on the Week in Geek radio show. We're going to finish up your favorite show.
All right, hour 1 is in the books. Hour 2 is coming up. We're going to talk about Stranger Things, and we've got Nathan Kress from iCarly and his new show, Chuck E. Cheese Saves Christmas.
Chuck E. Cheese Christmas.
Yes, Chuck E. Cheese Christmas. All right, this is the Week in Geek with D Squared on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
I'm so sick of hearing men talk about women's basketball. If only there were a professional WNBA player with her own podcast I could listen to.
You rang? Hey, this is Lexi Brown, WNBA player and professional yapper.
And this is Mariah Rose. You may know me from spilling the tea on Hoops for Hotties on TikTok.
And we've got a new podcast, Full Circle.
Every Wednesday, we're catching you up on what's going on in women's basketball. And not just in the WNBA, but with Athletes Unlimited, Unrivaled, and college basketball.
We've got you with analysis, inside stories, and a little bit of tea. I know you guys have seen a lot of former and current basketball players telling their stories from their point of view, and I just think it's time for the girlies to tap in.
We want to share all of the women's basketball stories that you won't see anywhere else.
Listen on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and listen now.
News Talk 99.5 WRNO FM, New Orleans, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
I'm Jim Osman. Here's what's happening. American and Ukrainian officials met in Florida on Sunday to continue talks towards ending the war with Russia. Secretary of State Marco Rubio tells reporters the talks were productive, but they're awaiting more input from Russia.
This is delicate. It's complicated. There are a lot of moving parts, and obviously there's another party involved here that'll have to be a part of the equation. And that'll continue later this week when Mr. Woodcock travels to Moscow.
The American-backed plan is being criticized due to allegations its terms are more favorable to Russia. President Trump on Air Force One says the fighting must stop.
We want to stop people from being killed. Doesn't have much to do with us, but I'd like to see if we could save a lot of souls.
Ukraine posted on social media on Sunday that Russia conducted a drone strike on Saturday. The U.S. military says it recently destroyed 15 sites containing weapons from ISIS in Syria. U.S. Central Command says the U.S. and Syrian forces identified and destroyed the weapons during airstrikes conducted in the last week. The combined operation destroyed more than 130 mortars, rockets, rifles, and machine guns. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is asking that nation's president for a pardon as he faces corruption charges in a years-long trial. Fox's William LaJeunesse in Tel Aviv reports.
He can give the Prime Minister, Netanyahu, a full pardon, which allows him to stay in office. He could also deny that pardon, which would basically require him to go to trial, potentially face embarrassing evidence, and also risk potentially going to jail and losing next year's election. Thirdly, he could grant the pardon provided that Netanyahu leave office. The country is already divided, and this petition is only going to make it worse.
America is listening to Fox News.
You know what your customers are doing right this second? The exact same thing you are, listening to me. Which, let's be honest, is kind of flattering. But my point is, ads on iHeartRadio actually get heard. In the car, at the gym, on the couch, while people are walking their dogs. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? You're a good boy. That's right. You're a good boy. So why not make the next ad about you? Get started today. Call 844-844-iHeart or go to iHeartAdvertising.com. That's 844-844-iHeart or iHeartAdvertising.com.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour. I gotta fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're gonna be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code OIL25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and details.
So Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast 5G network for just $29.95 a month for life. Not your phone's life, your life. This top-tier plan is normally $65 a month, but if you switch today, you'll save over 50% every month for the rest of your life. You might say it's the deal of your lifetime. Just dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. Offer expires 12/7. Some restrictions apply. Details at puretalk.com. So Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast 5G network for just $29.95 a month for life. Not your phone's life, your life. This top-tier plan is normally $65 a month, but if you switch today, you'll save over 50% every month for the rest of your life. You might say it's the deal of your lifetime. Just dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. Offer expires 12/7. Some restrictions apply. Details at puretalk.com.
Your holiday to-do list can be longer than Santa's. Between the shopping, the decorating, kids' concerts, and, oh yeah, keeping the magic alive, iHeartRadio is here to bring the joy to your busy days with commercial-free Christmas stations like iHeart Christmas. Or dozens of playlists so you can pick and match your holiday vibe. Open your free iHeart app and search Holiday to explore stations, playlists, and more.
News Talk 99.5 WRNO comes from the Mortgage Gumbo Studios.
Your locally trusted home loan lender. MortgageGumbo.com.
Resistance is futile.
Boldly going where no show has gone before. This is The Week in Geek with David D. Squared, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. Heard live on News Talk 99.5 WRNO and the iHeartRadio app. Here's D. Squared.
Greetings, people of Earth. This is The Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, D Squared, along with
DJ
and
Scungy.
And we make bad financial decisions here at The Week in Geek. And we were talking during the break because we're going to be talking about Stranger Things this hour. And also we have Nathan Kress lined up to be our guest in the third segment. But we just had Black Friday. Tomorrow is Cyber Monday. And we had Small Business Saturday.
Yes.
And so on Small Business Saturday, I made some poor financial decisions that worked out in Mac's favor.
Oh, it doesn't it always? He's a devious salesman.
Dude, he got me, but he also, and then he got me where I lived. He's all like, well, let's see, I can find a discount for the D Squared. I'm like, oh, you son of a biscuit. Like, man.
So tell the people what you bought.
All right, so I already have Battle of Hoth from Days of Wonder. Like, I bought it day one when it came out.
So did I.
And so, I totally forgot because your brother and I, DJ, we played Battle of Hoth on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And when I put the board out, I'm like, why is there only one zone or only two zones? I just have a left flank and a center flank. Like what's going on here? And then I'm like, oh, that's right. You can make a giant board if you have another board.
Yeah.
And
if you have another board.
The Battle of Hoth is basically requires two boards and two sets of miniatures because you've got like 4 or 5 AT-ATs on the board. Oh my God, it's just nuts. And so I was like, you know what? It's Small Business Saturday, you know. So I'll buy it. But then we got to talking about HeroScape. Now, HeroScape's been around for a while, and when my dad died, God rest his soul, he had a copy of HeroScape, one of the older original versions,
which is worth money.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just want to play it though. So, but they're coming. Who said that?
What?
So, they're coming out with a G.I. Joe expansion set for HeroScape, and HeroScape has a lot of stuff like expansions and cool stuff because HeroScape is like basically any sort of genre thrown in there and you just duke it out.
It's
a
system.
It's more of a toy than a game.
Yeah, and it's a cool little stacking hexagon system, and like I don't know exactly how to play it. It just looks awesome.
Yeah,
and So I ordered the Extreme, forgot what it's called, but it's like $95, but it's got all the G.I. Joe and Cobra people. Like Cobra Commander, Destro,
there's your in.
Duke, Storm Shadow. Well, and then I also got the Cobra expansion that has the Trouble Bubbles and all the Cobra infantry because whatever, man.
Whatever.
I made bad choices. So, but hey, the thing about what I wanted to bring up was that Mac has some new stuff. Scungy, do you have access to our Instagram account?
I do not.
You do not? Okay. Well, you know what? I have it here. So Mac sent us. Remember how he was on the show a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, he was great.
And we were talking about the new offer that they've got, where that you can, get.
Order the stuff online from that special developer, and you get it sent directly to your house. But Mac actually gets profit for it, so it's a great partnership where you can get exclusive stuff straight through the Go for Games website.
And also help out your local stores.
And you're helping out your FLGS.
Win-win.
Yes, and so I am currently trying to find the daggum message that he sent us, and I can't remember if it went to. I too much social media, man.
Yes.
I got too much social media.
Technology.
I can't find it, but oh man.
Calling you a screen ninja earlier, dude.
Well, all right. So, all right. I know now I'm getting off topic. Well, we got a shorter segment here.
Yes, we do.
What were we going to talk about?
The Steam.
Yeah, the Steam box. So what's going on with that?
So the Steam box is not coming out till next year, but we're starting to get some speculation about what a price point for this monstrosity is going to be.
Yeah, so that's the big thing that I think everybody was worried about, was going to be the price of this gaming system where you can play pretty much any game that exists.
So they're talking about an equivalent PC to what it is. If you bought a PC today, that is the equivalent of the specs of the Steam box. All right. So they're saying that it's got like a 6-core CPU, it's like 28 units. It's got, all this kind of megabytes RAM cards. They're saying that with the specs that you have right now, you're looking at about anywhere between $780 and $920.
See, that's where I was kind of guessing it might be is $800 around
between $700 and $900, basically. It's like
God.
Now with some going even higher to the $1,600 range.
It's not going to be $600.
That's because of the specs, simply because of the hardware that they have in it.
All right, but I don't think it's going to be that big.
I don't think it's going to be that big, but I agree with. I think 800 is probably a realistic number.
And it's not even something like the graphics card or the CPU, some fancy stuff that's really expensive. No, it's the RAM. It's just the RAM. You want to know why it's the RAM? I talked to you earlier about this.
Yes.
It is because of the data centers that are piling up all over America that are taking all the RAM and making RAM very, very expensive. RAM used to be dirt cheap, and now it's basically gold in the tech industry. So the more you know.
Our hills.
Yeah, that's why your Xbox is so expensive now, because Microsoft is buying RAM to power their data center for their chatbot, but then they also need RAM for the Xboxes. They don't really care about Xbox. They're just going to jack the price up on that for you.
Microsoft, from firsthand, Microsoft does not care about Xbox. It's kind of like their pet project. They just throw money at it to just kind of keep some people happy and everything. They make all of their money off of Windows and
So the people that are upcharging you for these RAM are actually just using that same RAM for their own benefit and just making you pay more for it.
Now,
so the more you know.
That being said, I mean, do you want to spend $800?
Look, I will say this about the Steam machine, though. This is not Valve's first time making a very expensive piece of hardware.
No,
they did
not
make
at
the
all.
Index, which was a VR headset that cost $1,000.
I remember.
It did kind of revolutionize VR with full 4K finger tracking and all. Very nice headset, but I feel like $800 is a bit much for just a console.
We haven't even talked about the controller or the VR.
Yeah.
That's just the Steam machine.
Yeah.
So you're at least going to be, we're going to say, because the VR headset is going to be at least $500.
It's going to be
way
way more than
you're going
whatever
between
Meta has
that,
out.
you're
Yeah.
probably looking at about $1,400
for
everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's I don't have that kind of cash.
So that will not be on our Gifts for Geeks Christmas list that we're gonna our yearly show where we do Gifts for Geeks.
see what you
we
did
all
there.
come
I think that's
in
Gifts for
with
Billionaires.
Gifts for Millionaires will be a separate online show that we'll do later for those select members on Patreon, you know, and OnlyFans. We'll take care of those people
we
right there.
certainly would. But next week we will be doing that.
We will be doing that. And so I was trying to find the message from Mac because it had this cool little ditty And it was like, yeah, me, small business, and like I just started dancing in the shop when he played it for me. But shop local, even online, and so Hachette Board Games, HachetteBoardGames.com. You can order stuff there and shop local online from there and buy it, and they will send it to Mac. And
that's
so
awesome.
It's something new that they're trying, because I mean, look, we got into it about like the whole Kickstarter thing.
Yes.
And I mean, that was a very interesting conversation, because like even the big boys are doing it now, which kind of sort of edges out the whole point of it in the first place, was letting the little guy try to get a step up against the corporate
fundraiser,
you know,
man.
right. So, you know, I mean, now they use it to gauge whether or not, you know, well, we just want to make sure people like it. No, you're getting money up front. That's not making sure they like it.
And what a lot of these companies actually found out, what they're doing is they're shifting the money around. They got one product and they take the money from that project and put it towards another project and keep moving the money forward.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's pretty awful.
Big corporations are evil. Say what now? Say what?
Like on a good note though, next week we will be talking about you know, things that you can actually afford.
Yes.
And
some of them might be a little pricey, but not.
But it's Christmas.
Yeah, we
come
usually
on.
throw something in there, like a flamethrower one year, and they had a good flamethrower, reasonably priced. And so, you know, right.
Hint, nudge, nudge. Anybody get Dave a flamethrower?
Please
The
don't get my
kids love
father a
this one.
flamethrower.
I would love a flamethrower. Just let me know. Put me on your list. All right. So when we come back, we need to talk about Stranger Things, right?
Yep. Stranger Things.
Stranger
I've heard of that show.
Elephant in the room.
We're going to be talking about Stranger Things on the other side of the break. This is The Week in Geek with D-Squared on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
This is a ferocious hurricane.
Better prepare. It is important that we are prepared.
Generators ready.
Batteries. Candles.
All our prescriptions are filled.
Plenty of water.
Flashlights.
As you prepare for hurricane season,
We got food.
Radio.
take this moment to download our free iHeartRadio app for all your devices.
Now's the time to do it.
Because if the power goes out,
Keep that line of communication open.
it's your direct link to information.
We must be ready.
Operation Stormwatch from News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
Ever wonder why your money isn't growing, even when you've got a financial advisor?
And trust us, we've been in this game long enough to know it's not you, it's the system.
For decades, the financial industry has pushed products, annuities, mutual funds, insurance deals without explaining how they really work or who they really benefit.
And spoiler alert, it's usually not you.
We've seen too many people stuck with high fees, empty promises, and advice designed to sell, not serve.
That's why we started the Real Money Pros. No commissions, no sales pitches, just real talk from fiduciaries who put your interests first.
We break it down, cut through the noise, and give you the tools to actually take control of your money.
If you're done feeling left in the dark, join us each week on The Real Money Pros and start learning what the industry hopes you never find out.
Check us out online at therealmoneypros.com for show archives, podcasts, and more. That's therealmoneypros.com. Catch us Saturday mornings at 6 on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
Most people look at the scene of a truck crash and just see a bad car accident. But at Dudley DeBosier, we know there's more to it. An overloaded trailer or truck company pushing drivers beyond their limits. If you've been injured in a crash with a big truck, demand Dudley DeBosier.
Chad Dudley, New Orleans, LA2416385.
iHeartRadio presents Stuff You Should Know.
The different color noises, white noise, brown noise, pink noise. Brown noise is deeper, has lower frequencies, it's got more bass, minimalizes that higher frequency. And I didn't really know this, but apparently you can liken some of these to sounds in nature, and apparently brown noise is more akin to like a river rapid or a heavy rainfall or thunder.
Because there's also white noise and pink noise, you think brown noise is just named after the color brown. Wrong. There was a scientist named Robert Brown from Scotland.
White noise is used, aside from just sleeping, a lot of times with like noise-canceling headphones and stuff, masking other sounds.
Pink noise is a little different. It's kind of like the compromise between white noise and brown noise.
As far as which one is best for sleep, there have been some very middling studies over the years. But at Oxford in 2017, they said that they fell asleep 40% faster listening to white noise, but their overall sleep was about the same.
Okay.
There was a study in 2017 from Northwestern of 13 older adults, and they said pink noise provided deeper sleep overall and improved ability to recall words.
For the entire Colorful Noises episode and everything else in the Stuff You Should Know universe, open the free iHeart app, search Stuff, and listen now.
Listen, no one quits. This is Casper Van Dien, Johnny Rico from Starship Troopers, and you're listening to the Week in Geek radio show. Come on, you apes, you want to live forever? Kill them all! You know what to do! Service guarantees citizenship!
Welcome back in to the Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, D Squared with
DJ
and
Scungy.
Now, also, we're gonna get right into Stranger Things, but if you haven't been, I guess, keeping up with it, here's a quick little 1-minute recap for you.
Dustin, Lucas, Will,
Mike, me, Hawkins,
Indy, 83, chillin', playing D&D. I go missing. OMG, Demogorgon, something awful. Major bull cut.
Echo Waffle, Goodbye Barb,
And Christmas lights. The upside down.
We shut it tight.
Season 2.
Dustin, Lucas, Will,
Mike, Max,
upside down.
It has some cracks.
Will's possessed.
11's gone.
Major bull cut. Demodogs. I like Nancy.
I like John.
I like Matt. And Mom likes Bob. R.I.P. Well, so it goes.
Guys, I'm back. The gate is closed.
Season 3.
Dustin, Lucas, Will,
Steve, Robin, Starport Mall,
the best in Hawkins.
Mike, 11.
We've been crushing.
There's no time. They found the Russians.
Ice cream.
Spy team.
Susie Poo.
Billy, killing.
Get the crew. Beat the Flair.
Fight for glory.
Bull cut. Never ending story.
Bull cut. 4.
Dustin, stop. Look where the time is.
Vecna's here. He wants to find us. Upside down.
It's right behind us.
Chrissy, wake up. I don't like this.
Vecna's coming. Out to kill.
Hurry. Go. Run up that hill.
Mom's in Russia. Okay. But Ella's here.
To save the day.
Season 5. Vecna's lair.
Don't start floating.
In the air.
One more year.
With better hair. Stranger Things.
We'll see you there.
All about his hair. That's all he cares.
With
Will cares about his
better
hair.
Good God! Wait, and it's not a whole lot better because he is noticed by his bowl cut.
Yes.
All right. So, spoilers. If you are not caught
spoilers.
up on Stranger Things, we're gonna spoil a few things for you. So, look. It's everywhere right now.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, come on. You had vacation. If you haven't caught up by it now, what's wrong with you?
The internet has already caught you up if you haven't.
Yes.
Dude, even on accident, it'll have caught you up. Like when I tried to do show notes, I think I said it last hour. I'm like, everything was freaking Stranger Things. Like Nerdist.
Can't escape it.
Nerdist just needs to just
it's
change
like the
it to
entire
StrangerThings.com.
thing
Oh, God. Suck ups. All right. But, with the bowl cut, I'll jump into the whole, the storyline with What's Her Nuts from Scoops Ahoy. Robin.
Yeah.
She's now got her girlfriend.
Yeah.
And look, Mike has is it Mike? Bowl Cuts Mike?
Will.
Bowl Cut Will. Thank you. All right. So Will sees them making out. All right. And we've already known that he's gay. I mean, he's got a thing for Mike.
But we know that she's gay as well.
Well, yeah, no. I know that, but Will. Nobody seems to know except maybe his brother kind of caught on last season when they were trying to when 11 was trying to get
basically when he kind of told Mike that he was ipso facto kind of in love with Mike.
Yeah, right. And so so he's been struggling with that stuff, and then he sees that. And I'm going, oh, you know what? They're gonna become besties. He's gonna she's gonna insinuate, and so you get that, and it was funny because she goes, I thought I recognized that bowl cut. I saw you at the hospital.
Yeah.
All right, but let's jump into it because DJ, you struggled with the first episode, right?
Yeah,
you kind of walked away from it in that first episode.
I did hear that this season was written during the writer's strike, which I think I could 100% tell just by the scene where Dustin was kind of getting bullied, and Mike comes up with a 12-syllable comeback, which I thought was very just this is throwing me off significantly. But I got through the first episode and half of the second.
Okay.
And I will say that I enjoyed the story quite a bit, and I know what happens throughout the other episodes. And if I read it as a book or just read it as a comic, or whatever, I think I would have been really into it. But I will say the writing and maybe a little bit of the acting, just maybe because they're older, it just feels a little weirder. It just didn't jive with me.
Dustin, every time Dustin is not talking nerdy stuff, and he's angry about Eddie.
Yeah.
I hate Dustin's angsty teenager storyline because
it's grief. He's going through grief.
I get it, but it's lame. And
Yeah.
it's not entertaining to me because it's also they're kind of doubling down on stuff they already doubled down on for, like D&D nerds getting bullied.
Yeah.
We established that in season 1.
That's what I'm getting at.
And I miss the banter between him and Steve. It was just now it's more mean.
Yeah, now they're fighting. It was funny because you got a taste of it where they were going back and forth. He's like, "I'm gonna punch you so hard your teeth come back out," and he's all like, "Whoa, too far, too far." He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm sorry." Yeah. So that was funny. We needed more of that.
Yeah.
But then we got the whole like, let's go back to not talking. You know,
Yeah.
And I get. I just don't like the storyline because I think it pulls him out of the group thing because then he shows back up and he's Mr. Tech Savvy. Yeah. Like, why are you guys so stupid? You know what I mean? I like him as the smart nerd, not the smart nerd that gets his ass beat because, look, the frat boy or I guess the quarterback or whatever who got split in half when Hawkins got dissected.
It was like that was the comeuppance.
Yeah,
that was your.
And after that, it just kind of feels a bit on the nose, you know? Like everything, I feel like everything about this season feels a little too on the nose for me. Maybe I'm just like, I'm 19, I'm too cool for it. But like, it just feels a little too like corny. And I feel like I've said that for a lot of things recently. But
I have a feeling that this is just nothing but setup and payoff coming. So I think with every episode now going forward will be at least an hour and a half.
Well, and so now here's the thing though. So like they've introduced a lot of new stuff though, which is why I'm still on board, which is why I stayed committed to it because you've got an army base in the Upside Down.
See, I thought that was awesome.
You've got an army base there. Now my big problem with that and episode 4 is they've had a base in the Upside Down and these butt monkeys don't know that bullets don't hurt these things. You know, it's like you never even crossed one.
Well,
I mean, like
it's possible because Vecna doesn't want him to do it. Vecna doesn't care about them. You saw how much he only cares about the kids.
Okay, all right. Okay, so I'll fine, whatever. Whatever. I'm not going to say I agree, but okay, I get what you're saying. But also, then you got this big giant ass wall thing. Yeah. You know, like this big dome. So what the hell's going on there? And then we got Linda Hamilton's character.
Yeah, who the hell is she? What?
We don't know, and that's why I'm still invested in the show, DJ. I guess that's what I'm getting at.
That makes sense.
They've added new wrinkles, new characters, new things, and then the parents. I mean, I don't know if they're dead or not. I mean, they're both. One's in an induced coma, and the other one is hanging on by a thread. You know,
everything you're saying though, it just kind of feels like, well, yeah, they're gonna add new wrinkles. They have to. If they don't, then the show is nothing. You know, like that. It's.
But it's intriguing.
It's just the bar. You know,
so many shows don't. They double down. They double down on the same crap that worked, like Star Wars. Let's just. Oh, you know what? You like Star Destroyers? Let's make big ones, and they all have Death Star lasers. You like that, right? But, no, I don't. You stupid butt monkey.
Like what they did with bringing in Henry's memories. Like that is a great idea. I like that.
Oh yeah. So when he stops at the cave, what the hell happened to the cave?
Yeah, what happened there? It's like
I got another mystery, and I need a Scooby Gang to figure it out. Even though they're middle-aged Scooby Gang now,
and that makes sense. And like that is driving. That is like that would make me want to watch it again. It's just. The some of the writing and some like the little things just throw me off, and it just feels like I'm watching a Disney Channel show sometimes.
Get out of your own way.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Take it as a whole.
And that's what I'm saying. I, as a person, have always been like that, where I can't get out of my own way. I'm a snob. I'll say it. I'm a snob.
Yeah,
I will like what I like, and I will not like what I won't like.
You're my child. I agree with that.
And I'm an angsty teen, okay? Let me be an angsty teen. I'll go rewatch it in like 10 years.
But there are some really cool little Easter eggs that they have with this season as well. Number one, the teacher that had all the kids around.
Yeah.
That's actually the Duffer Brothers drama teacher.
Oh, nice.
They brought her because they were thanking her she pushed them to go forward and do it. Other things like when Murray, which by the way, let's just say Murray is fantastic. I don't care what anybody says.
Murr from Impractical Jokers?
No, it's Murray.
The guy with the
glasses.
glasses.
Yeah, my fists are like iron.
Yeah.
My toes are like steel.
He is a treasure, and everything that he says is great.
Oh my
but
God,
he said the best thing ever. He introduced himself as Austin Milbarge from Spies Like Us.
Oh God.
There was and that's cool. They're trying to throw so much more. I mean, these guys obviously grew up in the 80s. If you didn't know,
and that's what I'm saying. It makes sense for y'all to like it so much. Like it makes so much sense for y'all to like it.
It's not cheesy. I would be pissed if they were doing the cheesy pandering nostalgia, which they're not doing.
They're not doing it.
It
feels authentic for y'all.
It worked the first time because it gets like I think it was season 2 where they just everybody's Ghostbusters. Let's do this. I mean, like it's like Jesus Christ,
doing a little too much.
I'm like, I get it. You're in the '80s. Shut up. You know? I don't feel that in this season. I think they like story has taken over, and I feel like this is actually a season that is moving to a proper conclusion, unlike say like Game of Thrones, where like we are moving. The story moves consistently almost every episode, and then we're gonna have some more come Christmas, and then the finales during New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And I feel like once it's all done, it'll be like, hell yeah, awesome,
I
good job,
agree.
thank you.
I think it'll wrap up nicely.
Series.
And can we just say that if in this series, Erica is not a serial killer, they've written it wrong, because that girl scared the hell out of me. All right,
she now, and I like her character and I like the actress. The problem is she's gotten so tall and so big. It's almost like watching Webster.
Yeah,
you know, I'm just like she's like I swear to you, I know for a fact they had to do one scene where everybody was standing on boxes.
They had to do forced
perspective. Yeah,
but when she sat there and pulled that syringe out and said, "You should have ate the pie," I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Oh, yeah. She will mess. She will mess somebody up.
I'm gonna leave it off with this though. Ross Duffer, one of the Duffer brothers, will say this: if you are going to watch the season, your TV settings are going to kill you. He says to turn off A, dynamic contrast, B, super resolution, edge enhancer, color filter, noise reduction, true motion, and vivid. These are all modes that are automatically on your TV, ruining your watching experience.
No.
I don't even know how to do any of that.
I know.
Stuff.
Is he getting paid for that? Is he getting paid to? So is he saying we should just go watch it on
watch it on your phone?
Go watch it on your phone. Yeah, just don't. Whatever you do, don't use your TV's default settings. Whatever you do, that's the official Stranger Things advice.
All right, I'm just gonna ignore it then.
Well,
that's fine.
You know,
I'm just gonna turn it on my TV and watch it.
Well, you're wrong. Both of you are wrong. Y'all, you're both old and wrong. Sorry, y'all.
Get off my lawn!
Shut up, I hate you. All right, Nathan Kress is our guest. He's coming up next. He was just in town for NostalgiaCon. So did you go swing by and see him?
No, I did not.
Yeah, you were just too. He was get off my lawn at that
I was
con.
very angry.
Get off my convention floor.
Don't call it nostalgia if there's no nostalgia at the convention.
Nathan Kress coming up next right here on The Week in Geek with D Squared on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
This is Jim.
Hello.
Jim started advertising with iHeartRadio way back in April. And now...
I have customers out the door!
And this is Sarah.
Hi.
She started putting a portion of her marketing dollars in podcasting back in June.
Business is booming. That's why I'm working on a Saturday.
Want to be like Jim and Sarah? It's easy. All you have to do is own or manage a business and reach out to iHeart. Get started today at 844-844-iHeart or iHeartAdvertising.com.
Are you on track to meet your retirement goals? Wealth Builders can help. We discuss the latest financial news and provide listeners with the tools they need to make informed financial decisions. Tune in every Sunday at 11 a.m. on News Talk 99.5.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure. Coming soon.
Join the Mental Health Coalition in creating a culture where vulnerability is strength, empathy is intuitive, and stigma is a thing of the past. Everyone has mental health. It's time to #TakeItPersonally. Create spaces where everyone feels welcome. Spread good vibes through random acts of kindness. And share mental health resources like you share memes. Tag @Mental Health Coalition in a video or leave a comment with a tip about how you #TakeItPersonally. For more information, visit thementalhealthcoalition.org.
Oh, we're gonna be so late for the concert. We should be there by now.
Just need to make a little detour and stop for gas real quick. I know it's cheap place down the road.
Are you serious? We're gonna miss the show because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is great. It's a free app that gets you cash back when you buy gas.
Wait, you mean I can get money back just for buying gas? Really?
Yep, and it really works. I've actually made around $200 this year already. Now, pull over so you can download Upside before we miss the concert.
Pulling over? You had me at $200.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back when you buy gas. Use promo code RING to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank or as a gift card. Download Upside and use promo code RING for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code RING for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. Use promo code RING.
Offers vary by user and location at participating merchants. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Isn't it nice to know at least one of your streaming apps is completely free?
Yeah, you get the iHeartRadio app without the pesky monthly fee.
Live radio, playlists for everything, and the most podcasts on the planet.
Join the millions who already have it. iHeartRadio, the #1 app for radio.
Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living.
Dolly Parton appears healthy and lively in her Thanksgiving message to fans. It comes months after the 79-year-old star postponed her Las Vegas residency in September, citing health issues and a few procedures she had to undergo. In her Thanksgiving message, Dolly said she's so thankful for the memories she has shared with fans throughout the years. The 11-time Grammy winner previously told People she has no plans to slow down. David Bowie's album Station to Station is getting a reissue in celebration of its 50th anniversary.
It will be released as a standard black vinyl and as a picture disc, featuring the 6 original songs mastered at half speed. Station to Station was released in January of 1976 and marked Bowie's 10th studio album. The physical 50th anniversary reissue will be available on January 23rd. I'm Mark Mayfield.
Zootopia 2 is off to a huge start at the box office.
No snake has set foot in Zootopia in forever.
The Disney animated film brought in a near-record $39.5 million in its opening day Wednesday. That's the third best opening day ever for a Disney animated film behind Moana 2 and Frozen 2. Zootopia 2 is expected to bring more than $140 million over its first 5 days. Meanwhile, Wicked for Good is still soaring and is anticipated to earn another $93 million over the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. That's entertainment. I'm Natalie Migliori.
Welcome back to The Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. Don't forget you can listen to previous episodes on the iHeartRadio app at The Week in Geek Radio Show. Here's D Squared.
Welcome back into The Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, D Squared. Let's go to the guest line. A new movie just in time for Christmas, a Chuck E. Cheese Christmas. To talk about it, Nathan Kress, Chuck E. Cheese's own. Nathan, what's happening, man?
D Squared, I am so flipping excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Dude, all right, so if people don't know you from iCarly, then they need to crawl out from under the rock they were under. But also, you did a bunch of Henry Danger episodes, and I'll be remiss not to ask this for my 12-year-old son. How fun was it working with Captain Man, bruh?
Dude, an absolute pleasure and a treat. He and Jace, Kid Danger himself, they were a true dynamic duo and comedy geniuses working together as a pair, and they made my job very, very easy because they would usually just take the script and run with it and turn it into their own thing. But getting to watch Captain Man beat up on some baddies out there with his big muscle suit, I felt like I was part of my like my little own comic book universe. I felt like a Russo brother.
Oh, nice. Good analogy. All right, so Nathan Kress is our guest at Chuck E. Cheese Christmas coming out. So this is something new. Is there also a series in the works, or what's going on there?
I know that's the hope and plan, is to be able to say, okay, well, if Chuck E. Cheese, the original party animal, can pull off a surprise party for a burned out Santa Claus, a quasi-omniscient character, then what on earth can he do to bring the party to every holiday? What can he do to Super Bowl Sunday? What can he do in the daily lives of the universe that he lives in? So I think that there's a kind of infinite way to take this character, and I'm looking forward to this resonating with people and for people saying, hey, we want more. And be that the case, you better believe we're going to make some more. I want Chuck E. Cheese to be a generational character that hits that perfect line of the nostalgia of the parents who remember going to Chuck E. Cheese as a kid. I know I did.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite growing up memories as a kid. And then now, obviously, Chuck E. Cheese is still a thing, and people are going. My kids are psyched when they get to go to their Chuck E. Cheese birthdays. And now being able to bring Chucky into their own homes, dude? Are you kidding me?
My dad's Chucky.
It's the perfect blend.
My dad's Chuck E. Cheese. You want to fight me? Come on.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Forget my dad's Freddy from iCarly. Now it's my dad is Chuck E. Cheese. And that's a mic drop for them. I got to make sure that they don't whip that out too often.
Yeah, all right. So, look, let's talk about this friggin' voice cast, though, man. Look, Great Lyle, like, I got to, she is so awesome. I got to moderate a panel with her, Richard Horvitz, and Scott Innes one time. Basically, I asked 2 questions and gave him the mic and walked off stage. It was the easiest 20 minutes of my life. It was great. But talk about the cast, dude.
An intimidating amount of voiceover royalty. Some of which I've worked with. I worked with Gray and Fred Tatasciore on a Netflix cartoon called Pinky Malinky.
Yeah.
Where I just getting a chance to be in the booth anywhere near them was just a awe-inspiring and eye-opening experience. Then finding out that Jasper Jowls is Nolan North.
Right.
Are you actually kidding me? Nathan Drake is delivering quippy one-liners to Mrs. Claus.
That is
like what world are we living in right now? I was deeply intimidated because when I first went in to record, I did not know, and unfortunately these days with recording voiceover, it used to be that everybody was in the booth together and you were doing it all at the same time. Now you're just solo in the booth hoping that you're riffing off of everybody effectively because you don't know how exactly they're doing it. But when I found out that these were all the people that were doing this with me, I was like, are you sure I'm qualified to be Chucky? when you have all of this around me. So I certainly felt very backstopped by people who have been doing this a lot longer than me. And it's been a treat to be with them, and especially now I go to fan conventions now. One of them is actually going to be in New Orleans this weekend.
NostalgiaCon, man.
Yes, NostalgiaCon here this weekend. So I'll be at the convention center in just a couple days. And they go to these. So we go on lunch together. And I'm like, hey, castmate, hey, coworker of mine. So I feel way cooler now that I get to feel like I get to sit at the big boy voiceover table with some people that I grew up listening to. So it's been a very cool full circle moment for me too.
We're visiting with Nathan Kress. Chuck E. Cheese Christmas going to be streaming. Where's this going to be streaming again?
So this is on Prime and YouTube as well on Thanksgiving Day.
On Thanksgiving Day. See, dang, man, that's awesome. All right, so what's going on with iCarly since they left up with a cliffhanger? Are we getting a movie or what's going on, man?
That's the goal. We are in active development, trying to fine tune a story that hits all of those notes. Like you said, we ended on a gnarly double cliffhanger.
Gnarly.
And so, yeah. We have the plan at the time was to create the juiciest cliffhanger we could possibly do pre-writer's strike.
Yeah.
And so we definitely wanted to keep people hooked. And unfortunately, we did a little too much. And understandably, people are a little bit upset with the fact that we had to end it on a cliffhanger. So we want to do this movie justice. And so we're really taking our time to make sure that we come up with the best story that we can. There's some heavy topics that we're going to hit, things that we never really thought we would have a chance to approach on iCarly as a show. And honestly, I'm thrilled if we get a chance to get this movie made, because doing it as a movie, as a single camera medium, is going to be, I think, almost a blessing in disguise. Being able to hit on some kind of heavier topics and things where we don't have to be as necessarily joke as intensive as a sitcom, where we're going to touch on some big stuff. And so we get to grow up even more. You know, the new iteration of iCarly was not just a kid's show again. It was for the kids in the 2000s who grew up and wanted an adult version of the show. And so now we get to take that even farther and bring up some subject matter that really lives well in the movie space where we can really take our time with it, and we're not trying to wrap it up in 22 minutes. We can let it breathe. So I'm excited for the opportunity. Unfortunately, I can't say that it's guaranteed yet. The wheels of Hollywood move slowly, but we are actively working on it. We're not going to leave it alone. And this is something that we all want to have done, and we're listening to the fans, and we want to see it happen. So we'll see. We got our fingers crossed.
All right, one last thing before I let you go, because we're almost out of time. You did Wedge Antilles in Rebels. Can you still do the Wedge voice? Do you remember how to do it?
Well, it's kind of it's not too far off of this. Luckily, it was pretty easy to just say I'm sort of just him. And that was great because it lets me I can do it all day long. But can I say too, I was at Rhode Island Comic-Con I guess about a week ago. I met Dennis Lawson at the hotel.
Shut up.
I did. He was at the hotel. I walked up to him and I thanked him for a lifetime of being my favorite character in all of Star Wars, and that I was honored to be able to be the next iteration of him. I will say, my dream thing, I don't know where Patty Jenkins is at with her Rogue Squadron movie, but I swear, man, if she starts doing a movie that lives in the Wedge Antilles era, where he's in his late 20s, around the Battle of Yavin, I will be picketing outside her door to be the Wedge Antilles of this generation. The best Star Wars character, unironically, of all time, and I've felt that way since I was a kid. A true honor, and the fact that I got to meet the guy, the OG, was one of my biggest fandom moments of my life.
That is awesome. That is Nathan Kress, A Chuck E. Cheese Christmas, streaming on Prime. And that was Nathan Kress, Chuck E. Cheese Christmas, streaming on Prime.
Chuck E. Cheese.
You know you want to go see it. Yeah, you did Wedge Antilles' voice in Rebels too, and so cool dude, man. He was down to earth, and and just talking about the hardness of doing voice work when you're not all together. Because we've talked to countless voice artists about that, and it's just the good ones know how to do it in the booth by themselves with nobody to play off of. So, all right, when we come back, we are going to wrap up tonight's show. We've got This Week in Geek History, but also I forgot to get our BBC report. I know, right?
How dare you?
Look, supposedly we might have some Secret Wars news going out.
Really?
And it might go hand in hand with Sadie Sink, though, too. I don't know.
Really?
Sadie Sink is rumored to be in the new Spider-Man and perhaps Secret Wars. And when she was interviewed about it, she's like, mum's the word, so I don't know. We'll find out. So stick around. This is The Week in Geek with D Squared on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
Hi, I'm Nancy Landry.
No matter what part of our great state you call home, Louisiana's elections are an important part of who we are. In 2026, closed party primaries will change how some of those elections happen, so you'll want to know what to do. Keeping your registration current ensures you'll get the right party-based ballot. Remember, this change only applies to certain offices.
To learn more, visit govote.com or download the GoVote app.
Paid for by the Louisiana Secretary.
Make WRNO your #1 preset on our free iHeartRadio app, powered by Dudley DeBosier, official injury lawyers of the New Orleans Saints. Call 444-4444.
That's 444-4444.
Non-attorney spokesperson Chad Dudley, New Orleans.
iHeart is America's #1 podcast network. Open the free iHeart app and explore podcasts like this.
A quiet residential neighborhood erupts in chaos. Carmine Galante, the feared boss of the Bonanno crime family, lies dead, his cigar still clutched between his teeth.
Masked men walked into Joe and Mary's luncheonette in Brooklyn today and gunned down Carmine Galante, a man believed to be the most powerful mafia chieftain in the country.
The execution sent shockwaves through the criminal underworld and set the stage for one of the most pivotal criminal cases in New York City history. From the minds behind the acclaimed television series comes Law and Order: Criminal Justice System. This isn't a scripted drama. These are real stories told by the people who have lived them.
My father should have been a dead man.
For decades, the mafia had New York City in a stranglehold, with law enforcement seemingly powerless to intervene. But the murder of Carmine Galante marked the beginning of the end. Discover how a group of young prosecutors took on the mafia. and with the help of law enforcement, brought down its most powerful figures. I'm Anna-Sika Nicolazzi. And from Wolf Entertainment and iHeart Podcasts, this is Law & Order: Criminal Justice System.
Listen on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and listen now.
My name is Optimus Prime, and you are listening to The Week in Geek. Autobots, transform and roll out.
Welcome back in to The Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, D Squared, along with
DJ
and
Scungy.
And as always, we strongly urge you to check out the Facebook page where we're streaming live right now, The Week in Geek radio show on Facebook. And of course, follow us on Twitter at Twig Radio and the Instagrams, The Week in Geek. Hey, DJ, where else are we streaming the show at?
So we are streaming live on our Twitch channel, Twig_Radio, and then also on our YouTube page at Twig Radio. And if my father forgets to upload the podcast, you can also watch the podcast on our YouTube channel.
I got to go back and upload some of the podcasts too, because we at our last remote. It kind of pooped out.
Wi-Fi
like
kicked
an
us
hour
off.
too.
Yeah.
And it sucks too, because that's when we had David Ford, BBC reporting. So the mystique,
he was talking about gladiatorial children combat.
The mystique continues though, because that way nobody knows what he looks like yet. So
Yes.
David Ford, BBC reporting. Let's check in with him now. Be a part of the show. Download that free iHeartRadio app. Go to News Talk 99.5 WRNO and click that little red microphone button.
Well, hello there.
And you too can be a part of the show, just like this.
David Ford, BBC World Service here, reporting to you from Marvel Studios on the status of the Secret Wars movie. Chris Evans has been confirmed for the cast, and...
How did you know about these secrets?
I have my sources, so keep your knives out of this.
What? Get out.
Right then, good day, ma'am.
Next time, it could be you. Download that free iHeartRadio app, go to News Talk 99.5 WRNO, and click that little red microphone button.
Well, hello there.
There you go. So maybe he was watching the AI images that Google took down. Is that what you think it was?
He might have been looking at
Chris
that.
Evans, and then, I'm a flick on the neighbor and make a
Channing
name for myself.
I will say this about this.
Tating Channing?
Chatham.
I will say this about the Sadie Sink thing, though. In an interview, she said for speculation about who her character will be in the new Spider-Man movie, she did say her hair can be any color.
Ooh, so it's a redhead.
So it's definitely Gwen.
Yeah.
No, because
you already got
people
MJ.
are going to assume it's
MJ.
MJ.
Yeah, right.
So, but she said that her hair can be any color.
She could be MJ from a different universe. Who knows?
She could,
because she'd be like, I remember you, Tiger.
It's gonna be Gwen. It's got to be Gwen. I'm just putting
Either
that out there now.
or she could be Black Cat.
She's got blonde hair.
Yeah, but I wouldn't see
Silver
Sadie
Sable?
Sink as Black Cat.
Or
I don't know.
was it
I
Silver
feel like that'd be a
Sable?
bad
Silver Sable?
casting.
I don't
Or is that a
know. I
porn
mean,
star? I
they're
think
all
Silver
young.
Star.
They're younger.
I don't know. I don't know about all that.
Who knows? It's all pure speculation and AI images so far.
Yeah.
But all right. So what else? So before we jump into this week in geek history, I think there was something else we wanted to talk about. I can't remember what the hell it was though. I don't know. But next week we're doing our Gifts for Geeks episode, and so as always, look, we want you to go support local, especially local family-owned businesses like Go4 Games, Mac over there, the crew on West Napoleon, and of course Game On Social Hub. We'd be remiss, thanks to Ricky and the crew over there. And I didn't make it over there for Black Friday, the buy
one get one deal.
I wanted to go in so bad, but I had work.
Stupid sale.
Dude, I know, right? It's a stupid awesome sale.
Yeah.
You spend 25, you get 25, and
So
back.
smart.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that is.
And then of course Pokinola. So
Yes.
and they're going to probably have cards because we need to bring him in.
Yes,
in
we
the
absolutely
studio
need
too,
to bring
because
him in.
He's the same guy who owned Ice Computer Cafe.
Yeah. I remember him.
So he's a pretty savvy businessman, and it's funny too because we had a dinner business meeting with him one time, and it was so funny too because I'm like, you know what? I remember you. I don't know if you remember me. I tried to sell you advertising on the Week in Geek show, but we started talking about how much traction you would get with like just Google because it was the phone repair business is what paid, not Ice Computer Cafe, the phone repair. And he would pay Google, and he would be the first one up. So we were just like, phone repair.
Yeah.
You know? So, but yeah,
he's a very, very smart dude. Yeah, we really need to have him on. We could have a really nice conversation with him.
I'd like to talk to him.
Yeah,
I personally would.
Yes.
Why? Because you got beat up in his store?
Because I beat somebody up in the store.
He beat somebody up. It was awesome. It was awesome. I get a call. They're like, "Your son got in a fight." I'm like, "Wait, what?
Did he win?"
Yeah. He's like, yeah. Long story short, these dudes were messing with him, and he just knocked him out. I'm like, yeah. Best day ever. All right, you ready to do this,
Let's
DJ?
do it.
All right, here we go with this.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
This week in Geek History.
We're sending you back to the future.
Yes! Oh my God!
This week in Geek History is brought to you by Go4Games. Find them on the web at go4gamesnola.com. This week in Geek History.
Houston, we've had a problem here. Say again, please. Houston, we've had a problem.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over. Inconceivable.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
This week in Geek History.
All right, DJ, what's topping us off with this week in Geek History?
November 24th, 2004. A little game called World of Warcraft is launched.
World of Warcraft for the Horde.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, I never personally got into Warcraft because, it came out how long ago? 2 years before I was even alive? So.
I cannot emphasize how big that game was and the amount of money that Blizzard just printed.
It's really funny to see, though, because I work at the GameStop in the mall now, and whenever we go to the little trade hold drawers, we saw a little World of Warcraft slip at the bottom to separate everything. So it's really funny seeing that from before I was even born.
Yes.
I mean, but EverQuest and all those sort of things that were really just kind of paving the way for the massive multi-online role-playing games. I mean, it was nuts. And I mean, I had entire friends that their entire job was just to farm gold in EverQuest.
I
legit
Jesus. Was working there when that released.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yep. All right, going to, let's see here, November 25th, 2013. Tiny itty bitty movie called Frozen premiered.
Wow.
I remember you.
Let it go.
There was something with you in that movie when it came out, man. I
liked it. I liked it.
I know. I had the opposite opinion when I was a kid, but I've learned to love it.
It legitimately changed Disney's thought because they had moved away from the princess films.
It
did a new revolution for them, and they put them back on track.
Yeah, but now it's just anthropomorphic animals, and Zootopia 2 is a big hit.
I won't forgive it. They got rid of the Maelstrom for Frozen, so I'll never forget it.
All right, let's go to November 26, 2013. The Xbox One release, and I will never forgive you. What? And I will also never forgive you because you let him trade in that limited edition Star Wars Xbox 360 for it.
R2D2. The R2D2, yeah.
Which is now worth way more than an Xbox One.
Excuse me. I didn't let him do anything because he didn't trade it in with me. All right?
Where did he trade it
him not to trade it in.
Wait, what?
You didn't trade. I wasn't there when you traded it in.
Whatever.
I remember, and it will forever scar me. It will forever scar me. Forever.
Sorry,
you should be. You should be sorry.
Forever.
Just put it in the already long list of things I've done to mentally stunt your growth.
All right, let's go with, let's see here. November 27th, 2019.
Getting sooner and sooner.
Little reference to David 4 here. Knives Out is released.
Oh,
the new one comes out in like a week or so on Netflix. I love those little.
What number are they on? Or
3.
Yeah, 3.
There was Knives Out, then Glass Onion, and now it's like Wake Up Dead or something.
I kind of remember watching the first one on a plane. That's all I got.
I really enjoy them, except for the accent.
All right. Well, we got about a minute and a half.
I'll go with November 29th, 2000. Jet Set Radio release.
Yes!
I love that game.
Oh my God,
that's
a
fun game.
It really is. And it's like, look, if you haven't played it yet, download it, get yourself somewhere to play it. There's also something called Bombtastic that came out not too long ago.
Bomber Cyberpunk?
Yeah, it's Bomber Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
That is very.
That studio is still kicking, still making great games.
Yeah.
Go play all of them.
All right, so next week we are going to be doing our Gifts for Geeks episode. So you got that nerd on your list, and you need to find them something. We're gonna hook you up and tell you. We'll have varied. We'll have cheap stuff, stocking stuffers, and then the over-the-top stuff that will make you the Prince of Christmas. But also, in support of small businesses, click that little red microphone button and leave a message for your favorite local shop, and we'll play it on the air and give them some free publicity because. Why the hell not? It's our show. We can do what the hell we want. So you get a free little 30-second commercial. Click that red microphone button. Go to the Week in Geek or WRNO on the iHeart app. Click that red microphone button and leave us a message on the name of your shop, social media, links where they can find out more about your business. So come on. It's free. You gotta love it.
Come on,
there
try
you go.
it.
All right. Till next time. Keep your nerd flag raised high.
Hello? I'm a Marine.
No matter how you served,
My buddies from the Army are